Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are here recording on Sunday, September 15th to talk about Celtics ownership because I don't want to say bombshell, but a little bit of an update has been given and some insight into why the Celtics are actually being sold and to how it could potentially affect how much they eventually get for the team. Get right into it. Josh Kosman and Brian Lewis of the New York Post recently dropped an exclusive. They spoke with sources who gave some insight into why the Celtics decided to sell the team. And the gist of it is Wyc Grousbeck, who is the front facing owner, who actually only owns like 3% of the team in reality. His dad, Irv Grousbeck, who owns roughly 20% of the team, didn't love that Wyc was spending so much money on the Celtics. So the Celtics actually broke even this year as a organization, and next year with a $500 million cost of the roster, they're going to be projected to lose around $80 million because of luxury tax fines. And so Irv Grousbeck, I decided to sell the team kind of because of that. And since he owns a large share of the team, it's largely his money. That's kind of how it came about. So they've been at odds a bit over the payroll.
Well, you say what you want. The Celtics achieved every gambler's dream this year, and they broke even. Everybody is always trying to get back to even, it seems, when it comes to gambling. So, you know, uh, listen, Wick is such a baller that he said, not only am I going to assemble the Avengers this year, I'm going to pay all of them after we win the championship. Everybody is getting the bag. Everybody is getting whatever they want. And I'm going to bleed this thing dry for the next however many years he is in charge. Almost out of spite, it feels. Now, this is one of those things like I know Jeff Clark of Celtics blog, the blog father, did say to take it with like a grain of salt because it's a New York Post report, but it's the first real wrinkle or inkling we've had into why Wick would want to sell the Celtics, because Wick has consistently been all in, as we have seen with his actions. He's been a great owner. And now hearing that there is a dispute between him and his dad over him spending too much money to make the Celtics good kind of rocks. Like, Wick's legacy is only growing with this story coming out.
It is the ultimate martyr decision. Did you miss the mute button? I saw you panic.
Son of a bitch. Sick.
Yeah.
You guys will get a robe pod tomorrow if I'm still feeling it.
Oh, yay. Yeah, no, I mean, Wick, it's the ultimate martyr decision. Like, going down with the ship, like, I know I can't get away with this for so long. Like you said, like, I'm just going to pay everybody. We'll have the team for X amount more years, and we'll roll from there. The other thing about this is the sources told the Post that obviously the league wants $6 billion, for the team. Which the source said this will be very interesting because the economics are not there. Celtics getting $6 billion is going to be difficult. It should be more like $5 billion. The Mavs, who lost to Boston in the finals, sold for $3.5 billion last year. Like, I know the Celtics are a much bigger brand, better team. They're the fourth most valuable franchise in the NBA. $2.5 million, almost double than what the Mavericks got. Seems like a lot. And when you add on the fact that they broke even last year and they didn't make money, like you'd have to find the right set of people or the right person to want to invest. And realistically, like I know we've talked about it before, a good way to probably ensure that you make some more money is to build your own arena. If you find a really, really, really rich owner like a Bezos or like a Steve Ballmer type guy where you have enough money to fund that, that's a good way to make more money in the long run. Excuse me, but this does throw a bit of an interesting twist on things as to why the Celtics are being sold. The Post recently reported exclusively that Fenway Sports Group are interested. Said Pags is also interested. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious to see how it happens. I'm curious to see what ends up going through. The Suns also were bought for $4 billion. So there's another instance of this is how much a team could go for. Proposed plan for the Celtics sales comprised between father and son, in which they fork over a 51% stake in the next few months, and then the rest in 2028. So it's just a new little insight, and I guess kind of unfortunate because Irv didn't want to spend the money, but Wyc's a legend now. If this didn't cement him as a legend, 2 titles and this one kind of dying
Adds
on the
to his
sword for a
legacy.
championship, yeah, respect.
Creating a family rift over Banner 18, if you will. Man, I know the dad's influence in this is not going to result in this, but it would be really sick if he was just like, I'm not selling to anybody that's not committed to winning.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of scary options out there.
I know this does scream like that's the other thing. Like this report does kind of lead to the worry of like, okay, if the dad's like upset with the way things down, he's probably just going to want to make the most money possible instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of selling to somebody
Selling
who
him out of
he's
spite.
sure, yeah.
Spite selling to a
Um,
shitty owner. That'd be
I
awful.
don't think he'd directly sell like to a shitty owner. I think it's just he's going to want to make the most money possible. Like I don't think he's going to take into account, oh, we're going to get 500 million less from this person, but they're going to invest a lot. I don't care. I want the most money. And so I think that's probably what you're going to end up seeing, which at the end of the day, you understand because it's like $500 million, $500 million, right? Like Jesus Christ. So I'm not going to sit here and blame, but this wrinkle to it does lean into that probability more so than you probably would have thought or hoped for beforehand.
You know what the interesting part of this all is?
Mm.
And it probably does play into the sell now part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Celtics, while breaking even this year, certainly increased the franchise's value by winning, right? Like becoming one of the league's like not only this season, but like consistent powerhouses over the last like 10 years since they decided to move on from Pierce and Garnett and Doc. And like year one of Brad, they have to end up in the lottery, but after that, they've made the playoffs every
Uh,
single time. I feel
I,
like that does add into the value of buying the Celtics. Like there's just more. It's just
I
another championship that is now in the trophy case, right? You've got the most in the league now, even though the Lakers may try and be like, "Hey, we also have 18 because the stupid fake
m-
championship in season tournament."
maybe from the perspective of you'll almost be guaranteed playoff revenue, but I bet it impacts the worth a lot less than you think. I think it's purely on popularity, which maybe like makes them more popular, so that's going to be the
Yes,
result. But like the Knicks are more valuable than the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? It's not, very little to do with success and all to do with how popular a team with what is the market they are in. Like the 3 teams that are more popular or more highly valued by like the Forbes list than the Celtics are the Warriors, the Knicks, and then the Lakers. And then right behind the Celtics is the Chicago Bulls, which not having a great stretch of winning right now, but they are the Bulls. And so they are a brand and they are going to be
they're a big
highly
market.
valued regardless.
Chicago's a big
Exactly. Yeah.
market.
After the Celtics, it's Bulls, Mavs, Rockets, Sixers, Raptors. Like it's as much as I think a championship helps in the sense of they are a good team. You'll get playoff revenue. People are enjoying the team. You're going to sell more tickets because they are good. I don't know how much a title directly impacts. Like, I don't think the Celtics winning a championship took them from like 5.5 billion to 6 billion, right? Maybe like purely from the ticket sales, it brings them up a little, but I think it's just going to be purely based on market, how popular the team is. And they are one of the biggest brands in basketball and sports realistically, but I don't know, man. This whole thing is weird. It's not exactly what you don't have to be dealing with after a title run, but it's happening, and so it's going to be an interesting storyline to follow.
Yeah, over it. Tell us who the new owner is going to be,
Already,
please. I'm out.
we won't know for a while. We got a long road ahead, but anyways, let us know what you guys think. Excuse me, of the dispute, I suppose you can call it, between Irvin and Wyc Grousbeck over the team's payroll. Comment down below. We appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll let Sam take us out.
Thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, comment, hit the bell. You don't want to miss any of our daily uploads. New stuff every morning, 5 a.m. Full pods Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Game recaps morning after each game and other videos in between. We're also on Spotify and Apple, so all pods and recaps will be there for you to follow. They'll go right to your feed. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. We read your emails on each pod, so definitely send them in, hbtcpod@gmail.com. You can find us on our socials at How About Them C's, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook's the name of the pod. Streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's at Jack's One NBA. Mine's at Samuel Friends and Man's at Cross.
Check.